Now, Leo, as other fire signs, you may have already benefited a little bit from Neptune entering Aries. It did this on the 30th of March. But for now, the fire element of the zodiac is not at its strongest just yet. So yes, you may start the month with a yearning for more exploration, learning or teaching, traveling, culture, a deeper international integration, a more intense intellectual life, or something like that. But this yearning that Neptune is responsible for may still be very vague, more like a dream rather than a plan. And I will return to this idea in a while, but first let me remind you that Mars is still in Cancer and at the beginning of April and will be in Cancer until the 18th of April. For you, this means that you do not need to be decisive and bold just yet. Up until the 18th, you can live in stealth mode. Prepare, explore, do something in secret. Do not attack the circumstances or the opponents in the open just yet. And rest if you can. Month starts with Mercury and Venus still being retrograde in Pisces. For you, this may mean good and bad things. So, for example, if you are in a committed relationship and it is strong and long and you went through a lot together, you may experience an erotic revival thanks to those retrogrades. Or if you are in a business relationship that is also reliable and strong, also a revival, not of erotic kind, but like business partnerish. Or if you did a lot of work on yourself, especially after experiencing trauma, these retrogrades may give you the much needed closure, after which you will feel lighter. Not like nothing happened, but like it's just easier on you. Anyway, Mercury ends its retrograde on the 7th and Venus on the 13th of April, after which some forward development is also possible in these areas. That would be intimacy, shared finances, or psychological depths. So you finished something, you let go of something, or made sure it is there and it is reliable and valuable. And then it's time to think of what else? What next? Then there's a full moon in Libra on the 13th of April, and that is perfect for some intellectual activity. That could be learning, speaking, negotiating, arguing, maybe even, as in having heated discussions that engage you intellectually. It may energize you more than you would expect. And then, one by one, the quick planets start entering fire signs, which for you is great. First, on the 16th, Mercury enters Aries, reaches Neptune very quickly, and then you may have something more concrete related to this nebulous yearning I was describing earlier. It is something that should expand your horizons. Media, travel, education, culture, international affairs. With Mercury there, it's not just a dream, it's more like, let's create ourselves some opportunities. Let's Google, let's contact people, let's maybe take a small course on the subject. Let's apply to a program or somewhere. Small steps that make the general idea more tangible. Then on the 18th, Mars finally enters your sign. And you should start getting your groove back, but beware. The moment you do this, a formidable opponent may show themselves. That is astrologically symbolized by Pluto in Aquarius. Who is it? I don't know. Could be your partner that has a different set of priorities, or a real enemy, or a person you need to learn how to work with that just cannot allow you to proceed until you show them what you are made of. And the trick and the secret here is that you wouldn't know what you are made of unless you are challenged like that. This is especially important for the early Leos who are born in July. If this is you, you may be going through a real identity crisis that is triggered by an important person in your life. And if you are indeed going through something like this, keep in mind that sometimes in order to grow, you need to grow against something. That sometimes the opponent is the steroids and also the truth serum that we need in order to help us grow into something that we are in the end supposed to become. Connected to this opposition, this enmity, is also the new moon in Taurus on the 27th of April. It is a good time to recharge or restart your career, taking into account the possible conflict between you and some important influential person in your life. It's possible that the opposition will motivate you, will fire you up, so you can take on an ambitious, professional, or otherwise official task. You show them. And then finally on the 30th, Venus will join Neptune and Mercury in Aries. So this idea or the first steps towards expanding your horizons should become more attractive to you, but more satisfying and enjoyable to engage in.